Hello everyone, we're going to do a little drawing, illusion drawing, using our hand. You'll need for this a pencil, a blender. If you don't have a blender, you can use a Q-tip. Okay, so we are going to use line to create the illusion of 3 dimensions. So something like this here. So you may have done this before, and I'm going to walk you through it. By adding some shading, we're going to create the illusion that the hand is lifting off the page. So the first thing we do is we start with a fresh page in our sketchbook and trace your hand. So go around carefully, trying to pick up the contour or the outline of your hand. Like that. Okay, now to create the illusion, what creates or tricks the eye or creates the illusion is the juxtaposition of straight lines next to curved lines. Okay, so for instance, as you create your line, so you start with a straight line that's perpendicular to the edge of the page. When you hit your hand, you then curve the line up and over to create the illusion that it is rounded. Okay, and this next to a straight line tricks the eye. So you go straight, round over, continue straight. Every time you hit part of the hand, you're going to curve over. Like that. Okay, your next line, straight, perpendicular to the edge of the paper. Hit the hand, curve, straight, curve, straight, and then you just continue on. Okay, the closer together, the more of an illusion you create. So the idea in this is that you're using the lines, or all lines basically, to create something that's 2D look like it's 3D, coming off the page. And this can be done with anything. There have been portraits. I'll show you some portraits that have been done using only line. So you just kind of continue. You got to make sure that when you keep your line straight, you're kind of keeping them all going together. As you can see, that's pretty perpendicular to the edge of the paper. So if it's going, paper is this way, it should form a 90-degree angle at the edge of the paper. I get to the hand, I'm kind of going over, coming back down, trying to keep the same spacing. Okay, so you would continue this. If you get to the hand down on this part here, the larger portion of the hand, do a larger curve. As long as you're keeping your line straight on the side outside of the hand and then curving to the curvature of the hand, and you get to either a finger or the palm, you'll begin to create the illusion of 3D, that 3D look. Okay, so that's the first part there. Okay, so now that you've done a line, so you've taken some time to create some straight lines and some curved lines over your hand, we're going to further create the illusion by adding some value. Okay, and what you'll do is you can pick either side for this, it doesn't matter. Incorporate a little bit of shading using, at home, a Q-tip. If you don't have a Q-tip, you could even roll up a little piece of paper towel. Okay. You can take some paper towel, you can wrap it around an eraser, pencil, and you can use that to shade. Okay, so you take the side of your pencil. I chose the shadow to be on the left side of my hand, so the light source is kind of coming from the right. And all we are doing here, let's see if I can zoom in a little bit, is adding a little bit of shadow to the side of each finger. Okay, so the outside of the finger gets a little bit of shadow. All right. And then what you can do is begin to kind of blend and pull the shadow away from the finger. And it might not look like much at first, but as you add this little extra technique, creating value or blending, it starts to become more and more 3D. So the next part, I've done the shadow on the outside. I'm going to kind of lightly shade in just the side of the finger that would be in shadow. Not really going very heavy with the pressure, nice and light with the side of the pencil. Okay, you can always darken up, but it's a little bit tricky since you already have pencil lines here to lighten up. Okay, like that. And then slowly pull this value in towards the center of the finger. Like that. If it starts to all blend together, you can kind of take the pencil and outline the edge again. Okay, like that. So by doing this to the side of the hand, along the side here, and the sides of the fingers, it'll start to create the illusion that it's more 3D. And this is the element of line, the element of art, line. This whole drawing is comprised of lines and a little bit of value. Okay, so why don't you give it a shot? Start by tracing your hand, keep your lines straight. Once you hit the hand, curve them, continue straight, curve, straight. And then once you have all of your lines, begin adding a bit of value. See how it looks when it's finished. It's kind of cool, it tricks the eye.